Okay, this is a 2012 Nissan Sentra SL, and the cruise control stopped working, so I'm going to replace the ASCD switches here and here. And there's no videos on the internet, so I'll just make my own. It's stupid easy. Hold on a sec. First of all, you have an access hole over here on each side that you pop off, and you have a 10mm bolt in there. It comes out real easy. Also, I'm lazy, so I cracked it with this little breaker bar with a long 10mm socket, but whatever works for you. Or after you just crack it, you just grab your drill. There you go. You got a 10mm nut driver. Comes in handy. Anyway, let's get to business. This is what we're replacing. Let me show you the new part. You'll recognize it. Sure, it's upside down, whatever. But that goes in there, and it's got one pig tail, it looks like. Hooks up. Yeah. Just one and maybe a spade terminal. That's not super complicated. This is the part. If you want to get the part, this is what I ordered. That 255550 ZT58, that is the number of this USCD unit. Oh no, I'm sorry, ASCD unit. Look at that right there, ASCD steering. And there's that number. So that's what you want to order. I got it from NissanPartsSupply.com, and showed up in the mail, and it looks like a fantastic unit ready to go in. So now that we have the bolts out, it's as simple as just reaching both hands behind here and here and yanking it. Now I can't do that and hold the phone. So hold on a second. I assure you that was nothing but a wiggle. It took nothing. And so inside here, you want to be real careful. You got your airbag stuff in there. We're not messing with that. We're just going to take off wherever it's hooked up, which would be here. And figure out what to do with these. These clips come off here at the back. I'll be right with you. Okay, this is what the rear of that looks like. You won't have to mess with the airbag. Do not mess with this. That's why the first thing is yank out both of the battery cables, negative and positive. Completely disconnect them, because you're gonna be messing with this thing. But that pigtail came right out, and if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws, and so I'll be removing those next. I got a feeling things gonna come out, and we'll see what happens. All right, here we are continuing on. The 4 screws are out, and then I got these wires come with the new switches. So just following the routing, make sure you take pictures of what goes where. It's not confusing. You got one spade terminal that connects here. That's on the new one. And then one side goes that way, other side goes that way, and it's not a big deal. You can see how it's routed. So right now I'm working on getting the wires out of their little holding spots, and then figure out how to have this switch thing comes off of here. Have like the front plate has something holding it, so I got to figure that out. Here we are with the screws loose, and I was able to work these out real easy. They just kind of stay stuck onto the seam and then go back in the same way. There's nothing really holding them. So you just got to gently pry like a little screwdriver or something, get it started, and it's fine. So now I'm going to install the new ones. There you have it. Everything's snapped right into place. You don't even need instructions for that. That's how simple it was. And then just basically put those wires back exactly how they were. It's OEM parts, and it just fits absolutely perfect, like it was made for it, because it was. And I can't wait to get this thing plugged in. So I got to plug in that right there, put it back in there, put them bolts back, and we're done. All right, here we are at the final start up, and everything went back in. It's so easy, I don't even have to explain it. Anyway, here we go. I know it's going to start, but I'm going to see if the cruise control even turns on, because this button wasn't working anymore. Nope, I'm not seeing anything. So maybe it wasn't.
Hands-free phone system not ready.
And I recommend you do the same. Now it all starts with...
So that wasn't it, but at least you got to see how to swap it out. 2012 Nissan Sentra.